Damn, were you sucking out of a straw or something, Ganja? What the fuck was that noise?
No, he was doing his night job.
Wait, what's his night job?
Making that money.
Nick,
money.
Repeat the last sentence and then wonder what the hell his job could be.
I don't know. Like, there's many jobs that you can be making that noise with. You can get rim job, blow job, hand job. There's many things to make that noise. How are y'all doing? Oh shit, that was Jet's thing. I'm sorry.
Look at blaming me, and it's this bitch drinking shakes.
God damn. Why do y'all still say bitch around her, knowing that she's gonna come for your?
I didn't say a goddamn
thing. You did that 2 weeks ago, though. You both say bitch a lot in front of like women.
First of all, bitch has become gender neutral.
No.
It actually really hasn't.
I know some dudes that are definitely bitches.
Roger's saying you're not watching AEW. Actually, I was just watching the countdown to AEW that was posted on True TV for some reason.
Can I say this? Whenever y'all talk about ADW, I think of the goddamn soda.
Or AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, A&W. Yeah. Oh my God.
For like good burgers, like a solid 2 weeks, I was like, did they invest in a wrestling franchise?
They might as well have. Apparently, I was watching.
Some people have to remember they have a burger chain.
The funny thing is that this particular guy, actually, the guy who owns AEW, I guess he got his money from owning an NFL team. I was like, dude, you know, I might have to just get into this whole NFL game because this motherfucker's not even an athlete, and he got $1 billion from just owning a team. Like, how do you own?
So you want to own a? Man, you have some high aspirations for the chat attack. I'll tell you.
No, but how the fuck do you do? Like literally, I want to Google that. Like, how do you own an NFL team? Like,
I got a question for you. How white is he?
No, he's Indian. Well, I want to say Indian.
There goes my theory.
I actually don't like the word Indian either because, like, I mean, he's native, but like he has like other things.
Wait,
so.
Oh motherfucker! Yes, he's native. I thought he's an actual like Indian. Okay, he doesn't look like India, right?
I was thinking straight out poo, son.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know too much about him, so I don't want to say that because I almost feel like that's almost insulting to be so simple as far as like what they are. Like, still, like, I don't even know what to call ganja in the sense of like being politically.
He's a Native American.
Okay, but like, isn't there like there's like layers to your culture?
I mean, if you want to be all like really politically correct about it, you would name my tribe the Seminole Tribe of Florida, but.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, in a bunch of conversations, you're not going to break down your tribe of West, because there are some tribes that are like, yeah, we're the Southwest Cherokee Choctaw Nation.
Yeah,
and you're not going to break it down like that.
And then Attila Kane in here, he says he's the son of the Jaguars owner.
Christ. Attila Khan, just call him ruthless.
I just like fucking
Attila Kane. What the fuck are you?
Yeah, I just like fucking with him. And Jen, you haven't said a single word yet, by the way. How you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I was actually just like messing with my settings, so you actually weren't supposed to hear me slurping on that fucking drink.
Well, we now know how you get all your extra cash. Is all we're saying.
Oh Jesus. Anyways,
you called me a slut, Alan?
No, you called yourself that.
Stop.
I said you were a public speaker in my head. But you decided to go right to being a woman of the night.
You know damn well you're not considering me as a fucking public speaker, Alan.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will want to hear you.
That's for you, Alan.
4 hours in a car next to this woman.
Yeah. Wait, did you just call Jen a hooker?
Yeah.
That's literally what I just said. He called me
Ganja, you might want to keep up with the conversation.
No, I was listening. I was like, yeah, man, he makes some money that way. Okay. All right, so he's going for a hooker joke. Yeah, man. She's just out there, sucking through straws. What hooker sucks through straws?
And then he says...
I don't know. Whichever one you want.
And then the worst part is that right after he goes, 4 hours in a car with this woman, and my wallet is empty. What the fuck?
I mean, my wallet was empty, but for different reasons. Hey.
Alan, don't ever be a politician. You would be so fucked.
Oh, fuck no. Hell no. I don't
Just
want
to check,
to go
did you sleep with that underage prostitute? Yes, I mean, no.
Hey, I'll do some stupid shit if I'm a politician.
I didn't sleep with her, sir. I fucked her. Oh my God.
Look, she might have been president's daughter, but she was way above the age of 18.
Which president's daughter? Because that really fucking...
I don't even know.
I cannot confirm, not deny that Trump watched me do it.
Oh, fuck that.
I would love to see Alan in a relationship and then like his girlfriend starts questioning him about shit. He would fuck up the whole thing. Even if he's innocent, he'd just be like, I wasn't with her. I was
that happened at work to me today. I did some shit where I took responsibility and the person's like, it wasn't you. I'm like, oh. I just heard Nick going, stop being the target.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be honest. I'm like that too.
How so? Like, when's the most recent time you fucked up with rocks?
My thing is, like, she has this thing where she likes to ask me something, like, right away with a lot of detail. And I'm never really that good at being, like, because you guys know, y'all talk to me when I'm regular mode and not on the show. I just answer one word,
Yeah.
and I expect y'all to get it because y'all know me. But sometimes she wants a deeper explanation, and it's just hard for me to explain it because I just feel like I'm thrown on the spot.
Yeah.
Like it feels like someone threw an interrogation light on me.
Yeah, but that's
You're also really, really bad at it sometimes.
You're really bad at it.
Hilariously bad.
Yeah, and then plus too, like Ganja likes to like work beyond like his capabilities. Like he'll like start using words that doesn't really make sense, or he'll just start talking fast. I'm like, dude, think about it. Be honest. Say, yo, I don't know. Let me just find a way to explain this in a better way. Cause I do that shit too. Sometimes I talk so fucking fast, and plus I have no
nucleus.
filter. Okay, I explained to you why I said nucleus.
I know, but it's still funny.
Man, I don't want to make an excuse. I don't want to like explain it myself on the show, but I'm telling you people, I'm not that fucking stupid, okay? I didn't just use nucleus for the sake of using fucking nucleus. I watched the show.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I did not.
He did explain it in the after hours, and it made way more sense when he explained it, but it's still fucking funny him explaining it during the show, realizing he didn't explain it properly, and it's just falling apart.
Speaking of falling apart, that's
actually one of my biggest fucking pet peeves is people using like way bigger words, and they know damn well they could have used the simpler fucking word to basically say that. Yeah. Like, you know,
sorry,
damn
Jet.
well.
Why are you adjudicating me, Jet?
What the fuck
Shut
is
the
that?
fuck up.
No, I hate it when it's like they use it, but they use it wrong.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, you did not fucking use that word.
Or like they use something that's like, on top of using it wrong, they put it in the wrong context of like a sentence too. So where you're just thinking like, okay, it kind of makes sense what you're going for, but the thing is, I'm so busy distracted by this fucking word and the misuse of it that I can't. I lost the point of the argument. Like I can't even.
You know what? That brings up a good question because that's something I'm gonna ask Alan because he's a scientist and shit. He deals with these terminologies more professionally, quote unquote. So in the weed culture, there's certain bongs they sell that are known to percolate the water.
Sure.
Now, is that actually a thing? Because to me, when someone says, yo, man, I got this percolating bong, it sounds like what Jess talking about. They just add an extra big words onto like, yes, smoke filter good.
Fucking percolate the water. That is so fucking pretentious. Just say it makes the fucking water vibrate.
But yeah, just say it makes the water bubble. What the fuck?
Yeah, but their thing is like, yeah, man, this bong's got like 3 percolators in it, honeycomb cut and shit.
Okay, I'm a scientist. I have 2 degrees. I've worked in a lab before. I've never heard anybody, lab teachers are all actually use the word percolate before. They
Like,
just say it bubbles.
Like, has anyone said like, yo, man, go percolate that bacteria?
No, that made no fuck. Because I honestly, when I heard that word, I was like, what the fuck? Do you want me to get it a Percocet? I legit was like, what the fuck does that mean?
You know,
like, makes a bubble. I'm like,
right? I can't write scripts.
2 degrees. And I still have never heard anyone use that fucking word.
Well, the thing is too is that percolate, because I actually always use that too myself, where it's just a joke. Like, you know when you're thinking about something, it's like, hey, don't let that marinate for a minute. Like we don't really know like the right usage of marinate. We're not fucking chefs, okay? But like you know, you just use.
Yeah,
it
but it makes
sense.
more sense. Whereas like marinate, you say sit on it. Think about it. Like that, it's a normal jargon.
Yeah.
But to use a science term like percolate, which everyone assumes big giant machines, when they're talking about is like, yeah, this thing's got like little glass holes in it, so it bubbles a little more.
Yeah, no, it just focuses the air. It's like, nah, that's my problem with people using big words. I'm like, no, you're just using big words to sound smarter, but you're actually really it actually makes you look dumber because you're like, oh man, I gotta find a way to use this word that doesn't fit in a sentence organically.
My biggest
thing, I use the word organically.
You stupid ass. The thing that I want to bring up though is like on top of this being an issue as well, I hate when you look up the fucking word and it says like here's the description for it. And it says to filter gradually through a porous surface or substance. I'm like, okay, porous. I don't know what that really means either. So it's like on top of finding
that's another thing. Like, if you want to be like a hardcore like stoner protectionist, you can be like, well, man, they're talking about the water and the smoke being filtered. That's the substance. Yeah, but why does he feel the need to tell me that it's honeycomb cut? When clearly in percolator, it describes it being a cut surface that allows smoke or liquid to travel.
Well, honeycomb cut is a specific kind of cut where it's like, again, honeycomb Cheerios, for instance. Like, that's a specific way it's set up in a specific pattern. So if he just said honeycomb cut, he doesn't need to use the word percolate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could just say, like, the design of the cut, but they want to be all extra, like Jess says, and be like, yo, man, the scientific glass bong has percolation to your hit. What?
Yeah, it bubbles, you fuck.
Bubbles.
Pretty much.
M. Hudama over here says his youngest brother loves using big words even though it's not him. That's the thing too. It's like I remember when I was writing a lot back in the day. I don't know why I didn't notice this right away, but like you can go to thesource.com and you just type in a word and it finds like 50 other words that means the same fucking thing. And as I was going through these, I'm kind of like, dude, why the fuck? Like, who decided that this other word that's 5 syllables should be even like existent? Like, if I have a word for it, I'm fine. I don't need another word. Like, there's some of these fucking words that really, literally no one's ever used, and plus, like, there's no reason to have this word as opposed to the one that we had originally.
Okay, in a lot of cases when you have words like that, where it's like, hey, we started with percolate, is a lot of the words, the bigger words started off, that's how they started off originally, but then people were just like us, where it's like, hey, this actually, just say it like this because I can't read, or this is fancy Englishman speak. So they created their own subsequent language. That's why, so it's because there's so many different variations of the same language that certain words started meaning the same thing. Like attire and clothes are the same thing.
Alan is not wrong at all, because this is going to be a little crossover.
Why did you say that like you were surprised?
Well, no, I was surprised, to be honest.
I know everyone else is surprised, so I enjoy their emotion and take it on to myself. But when it comes to, like, this is a little bit of a crossover between the Illuminati podcast and Chat Tech right here, but when it comes to stuff, a lot of things in leftist politics is, they are 100% guilty of that shit. There is, I think, 20 different names to describe communism and socialism, but just because they all consider themselves different subsets of communism, that they have like these hardcore words that you have to stick to. Like there's Marxist-Leninist, Marxist Maoist, just Maoist. You got Marxist-Leninist Maoist. I've heard this is a contradiction like a motherfucker. Marxist-Leninist anarchist. I don't know how that one comes about.
It's like an oxymoron moron.
Like 100%. I don't know how the fuck that works. And then you got other people that are like Podamises, you got Bukharinites, you got Trotskys, and it just starts breaking down to like whoever you like the most, just put an ism at the end of it.
Yeah. It's almost like that's just funny, like when you talk about the end of I don't even know Marxist way. I don't know if I'll say it correctly. But
I don't even fucking know it.
But the thing is, though, it's like the word version of like when someone does a 360 to do something, like skateboarding or like 360 no scope. It's like, you know, to do a full turn to look in the same direction I was looking originally. Why would I do 360 degrees when I'm good at 0?
It makes you look cool.
But see, like that's the only reason why.
You're right. That's legit the only reason.
Like the only reason people do this is to look better. Because yeah, I'm a Marxist-Leninist, but I actually believe in the tendencies. I just don't take the name so I can sound different.
Yeah, I mean, what's a cool name? I guess I'm Marxist.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, you see, essentially, as language evolves and as language like keeps being changed from one culture to another, because like Ruth was saying, it takes a lot of stuff from other languages. Is it eventually starts to change and go into layman's terms? Like we can go all day talk about just linguistics,
and a lot of it is just people that come from academic circles that want to sound smart.
Well, they're using the old words. It's the other people that aren't academics that are like, well, this word just means this. I'm going to use a smaller word. Again, attire and clothes. You can use attire. Like, well, in my attire, it's like, okay, in my clothes. Like, those do kind of mean the same thing, but attire makes it sound fancy.
Yo, 57's got a point. Like, if you ever call someone out on it, it always takes longer for them to explain than this word they said.
That would be a nice thing to do, like, literally, if I had somebody on the show that's not a MCA panel person, and like they're trying to use big words, like, okay, explain that, and I would love to see their face, like, fuck, I have to be accurate now, shit.
People are looking at the dictionary. I'm on spot. Shit.
Okay, but let me ask you this then:
sometimes I will use bigger words only because it makes more sense to use them. Like, no, I had Jack call me. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, okay, let me explain this.
Well, no, because I was gonna ask you guys, like, is there a word that you feel like, okay, you like the way it sounded, so now you're saying it? Like, because I mean, we're talking shit about these kind of people, but we've done the same thing. Like,
I do it a lot.
Because one thing I used to say a lot, and I think I still say it now, but I said barometer, and apparently I'm saying it wrong. I don't know how to say it right, but
barometer? Like, no, you got it.
No,
anyone that calls it a barometer is an asshole.
No. There's another way. Like, I'm fucking at the middle. Like, it's not barometer. It's like barometer or something. Like,
oh no, that's tomato. Don't fucking worry about that.
Okay, well, I don't know. You know what? You know who actually corrected me on that, by the way? Sammy Gonzalez. Yeah.
Oh. He's wrong.
But no,
whatever his stance is wrong.
Well, Corey agreed. Hey, man. He was like, "Oh, look, yeah."
Sometimes the people that are wrong can be right once. It's just a fact of life. So you gotta pay attention.
He's not a clock.
I was expecting some of the best shit God has ever said. Right? He's like, you know, sometimes people can be wrong, and sometimes they're right.
Really?
It's like, oh wow, holy shit! Thank you.
This is a man that
this is one thing. If I become a philosopher, I would pretty much be like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea, but what the fuck do I know?
Man, fuck you, Kirk.
Hey, man,
the nucleus meter.
It comes down to your personal choice. Just because I sound fancy don't mean you got to do it.
Motherfucker, who says you sound fancy?
Yeah,
Nick
God just sounds fancy.
Nick apparently was looking for something
Nick was
fancy
thinking
coming out
about
of
it
my
sound
mouth.
like some philosophical nonsense about to come out of your face.
No, dude.
And I was like, no, it ain't. Watch him fail.
Subversive history of the ganja, dude. There's a couple parts. Like, hey, since you haven't come with the second episode, I'm not to talk shit about the first one. But like, there's a part where he's like being ganja, which I honestly like politics with ganja because he's very chill and it makes it like easily accessible for me. But then there's a certain point where he just started coming up with these fucking words, and his voice is like, and then and I'm like, he's fucking reading. I know he's reading. He's not actually saying that.
Well, yeah, it's a script.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But at first, it wasn't a script though. I could tell he was chilling, which was great. Like, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm just chilling. It's like talking to a friend. Like, all right, cool, let's just hang out and talk. And then all of a sudden,
I
he got
can't
like
chill if
I
I got to explain what happened at some point in time in a different period that I don't really know off the top of my head. Like,
but
that.
ganja, you have me on MTV, and then you put on the History Channel. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, he has to go
Yeah,
back and forth. He has to
That's
set
part
up.
of the subversive history part of it. It's subversive.
Yeah, I watched that show.
It's
Like,
actually History Channel, motherfucker.
you have to talk about it like layman's, but then you got to go specific with dates to make sure the person understands the information they're
You
getting.
thought it was the
I'm
top 5
sorry.
Watch Mojo. It was, but I'm also top 5 in the philosophical shit.
That was some Scientology shit though, where you got me on like, hey, you're cool, right? Well, tell me about yourself. And then like 10 minutes in the interview, I'm like, oh
What?
fuck, they got me. Like, it's like, oh, it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes into the video, and then it's like, oh shit, like I'm watching history. I didn't even know.
I got Nick to sign the party card. He's like, wait, hold on. How'd I get here?
It was a political version of a van where the guy's like, hey, I got some candy. You want to come inside? It's like, sure, candy. And I was like, oh no, it's fucking.
You are like making this such an elaborate story for the guy goes from a man he was kind of talking to. He read his notes. Like, yeah, no fucking shit, man.
He read his notes.
Okay,
Talk about
well,
using big words. Nick like uses big stories.
well, you like to
explain
use
small
this
things.
big dick, Alan.
The
Fuck
best
you.
part is I can't really argue with Nick because that's one of the problems I have with the episode is I haven't got down to like actually talking the knowledge straight up without having to read. Because one of the problem with history stuff, and this is the thing that I commend a lot of people that are able to like do it fluently, and most of it's just practice, is the ability to switch from like casually to just actually giving like a historical update.
Yeah.
It's a hard transition because one, you got to come off very casual, and two, you actually got to give the knowledge because you think nerd community is bad, the history community is way fucking worse.
Well, because
They will send you a thesis from their college in 2004 of why you're wrong.
well, so much nerd community is subjective, and as well as it's just something that like how you took it as. But like history is history. Like if you get that shit wrong, there is no winning an argument, dude. Like you're wrong. Like you're.
It
Yeah.
depends on what you're getting wrong, and it depends on what you're actually discussing. Because, like, if it's an opinion saying, like, well, this happened at this point because of this, like, then you have a discussion. But if you're straight up saying, like, yeah, the Holocaust didn't fucking happen, you're up your own ass.
Yeah. imagine wars being subjective. Well, I don't think it was actually World War II. I think.
I
it was
mean,
actually just a
motherfucker,
fight.
they said the Civil War wasn't for it was for states' rights. What were the states' rights, motherfuckers?
To own slaves.
Man, Kirk. Man, see, I love how much of a fucking wrestling nerd, and I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm gonna talk about wrestling for a minute, but like, I love how much of a nerd he is because he says like my thesis on how big Batista's dick is, and that's actually Kayfabe Commentaries joke. Dude, you're not gonna understand this, but there's this website called Kayfabe Commentaries, and it's wrestlers who do shoot interviews, and shoot interviews are basically people who they do interviews not in character, and they just reveal all the secrets behind backstage WWE politics. Right? It's really interesting. But for some reason they do these things where people send in emails, and I swear to God, for 10 fucking years, Alan, people have been asking how big Batista's dick is. And it's the same guy, and they always have that question on the show.
Damn you, Nigel Duncan, leave them alone.
But it's like, why would you even want to know? And like, are you like expecting
curiosity.
that? No, but like, okay, when you think of Batista, do you just assume he's gonna have a huge penis because he's a
I mean,
fucking monster?
now I'm questioning it. Did he ever answer?
No, he never did. Some people said that he has a big one just to be weird. Like, oh man, it's so fucking weird. It's like an elephant trunk. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't.
No
watch
one
him.
wants to say that their favorite actor or wrestler has a small dick.
What is it? Does it change how you feel about the person? Like, if The Rock has a small dick, would that change
Male stereotypes in society. The smaller your dick, the less of a man you are.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people with smaller dicks, they're probably like more manly because they gotta like make up for it. Like, no, I'll fuck you up, dude.
Oh, well, Nick, you gotta. Oh, I'm not gonna do that joke. Holy shit.
Wow.
My
You
brain
gotta
just
say
kicked
they
me in
got
the
lit-
nuts. I'm like, where am I going with
Alan,
this?
Alan, tell me about my penis.
Tell
I'm
me
like, no
about
matter what I go with
Martinez.
this, it's bad. I'm just gonna stop.
Okay, Alan, that's the perfect example of you do not know when to hit them brakes.
No, I do. It's just a little too late.
You stumbled
Hit
right
that tree
upon
harder
my
than Sonny
penis.
Bono. Oh no.
Okay, Alan, can I just ask you what you're about to say about my dick? Can I please
Nope.
just hear it?
Yeah, that's a secret between me and my brain.
And me and my
What? That makes it worse. Why
Go,
are,
we have a show.
why are you and your brain sharing secrets about my dick?
Hollow Man, when are we not talking about dicks on this show?
I mean, yeah.
No shit.
If I had enough time in my life, I would do a hypercut of all the times we talked about probably mostly Nick's genitalia on this show.
Yeah, I don't know, but you and your brain are telling each other secrets, gossiping about
It is a big subject, I heard.
All right. Anyways, let's get the fuck off this.
That's what she said.
Let's get off this penis. Yes, that's what she did say one time. Because it's so big, Alan. So here's the thing, though. I don't know how to even get into this. I guess dick sausage. I
That's
don't
also
know.
what she said.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
So I'm looking at this, and man, there's a part of me that felt like this is not fucking real at all, but it is. I did a tiny bit of research, but apparently, a vegan has claimed that sausage roll traumatized her for life.
Good.
Now, look at that title really quick, Alan. Vegan claims sausage roll.
I mean, as soon as I saw vegan, I immediately clicked off. I'm like, okay, what else do I have to do with my life? Vegan claims. I don't give a shit.
Apparently, a vegan claims that she was served a pork sausage roll she thought was meat-free and says she'll be traumatized for life. Now, please tell me if I'm fucking stupid or something. But
oh, poor you. I'm sorry. I'll pat you on the back from a Muslim perspective, you fucking ingrate.
But what's insane to me, I mean, look, even over here, it says vegan sausage roll. So obviously, like, they have some kind of thing that kind of makes up for the whole, like, not meat of the sausage, right? It's obviously
It's
vegan.
probably it's either a meat supplement like they've been pushing all over the goddamn place, or it's just like various vegetables that's kind of like that's kind of made to taste that way. But it's like, yeah, it's supposed to be a meat alternative.
But that's the thing, though. It's like it says vegan friendly. It doesn't say there's no meat.
Yeah, that's what vegan is.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, I know that's what it is to an extent, but like you gotta expect like there's something in there. I mean, it's sausage.
No, no, because again, vegan sausages are a thing. Like you
we
can
still
get
talking about
vegan
dicks?
meats. That's like, oh man, I got the sugar-free gum. Why does it taste like gum? Oh, it's not sugar-free. We just lied to you.
Yeah, but that's like, is it worth being that fucking like? I mean, she apparently, and she's 20 years old. And she said she broke down in tears, started having heart palpitations.
Oh god, what a loser!
Well, I mean, I want to say loser because she
Watch
really had...
me. I don't give a shit. I'm Muslim. Okay.
What the fuck does that
means
do with
if
anything?
If you
It's like he's Arab. This has something to
no, it's like I love how Nick doesn't listen to anything about my life. It's against my religion to eat pork.
Okay.
So me saying this, it's a religion and cultural thing. So hearing vegans crying over this shit, I'm like, fuck y'all. Half y'all would have crusaded us if you had the chance.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because when they say she had heart palpitations, am I not understanding something where I feel like that's way more serious than maybe it is? Like I'm thinking like
a heart
attack.
palpitation is in which your heart skips a beat. Well, most likely she got is an anxiety attack, which led to a bunch of other stuff. She's like, oh, like she basically, honestly, she probably just has anxiety issues, and that just basically blew up her anxiety. So that's what gave her all the symptoms of crying, whatever the fuck. But it's like, I'm sorry. Boo fucking who? I hope your tears are also vegan as you fucking as you fucking drown in them. Like,
can you hear how Alan was holding back on like I hope that bitch dies at fucking
No, check that receipt, son. I think she bought the meat one by accident.
That's what I think too.
Vegans are very attention seeking, so she probably wanted a reason to just be like on camera for a fucking few minutes, and it's like at this point, honestly, I don't give a fuck if you accidentally ate it. Like every Muslim I've ever met once or even a couple times in their life has accidentally eat a pork product. We just go, oh fuck, and just kind of like figure out like what the fuck it was, how it happened, was it an accident, did someone fuck with us, and then we fucking move on. It happens, it's an accident. It's like, I'm sorry, you have no fucking reason to fucking be upset. Oh no, I accidentally ate a third of an animal that's already been dead for 3 weeks. Like fuck you.
And here's the thing, she said, I haven't had meat in 2 years. My belly started hurting, and my heart started going crazy.
Loser.
She said, according to the Metro UK, she was panicking because that only happens when I consume meat. This doesn't happen when I have other food. I'm traumatized for life now. I'm never going to Greg's again. And, you know, here's the thing. I don't think Greg gives a fuck. It's a store. It doesn't care about you.
Like, who are you?
I mean, to the point where the manager gave her a $2 refund, which obviously she accepted.
Wait, it was $2 for a roll?
That's what we got. That's more than we got at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, is that
we should have claimed vegan. Maybe we would have got something.
And chronologically, I don't know when this occurred, but she apparently called the baker's customer service hotline, and she was instead offered a $36 voucher, but that 2 was not good enough, and that she wanted an apology.
God.
Which, here's the thing, to give her credit, I guess the apology meant more to her than the $36 or the $2.
No, that's a fucking lie. She kept both.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Did she, like...
That's a fucking lie.
To go as far as to tell this to her local news people that obviously Fox 10 and everybody kind of... Not Fox 10, I'm sorry. I'm so used to my own fucking local place. But for Fox News to take this story because it's gotten blown so out of proportions... I'm just kind of like, maybe she actually is being valid here. I mean, to still bug...
I'm sorry. There are people that complain about their food all the goddamn time. And her just being a part of this, it's like you just kind of cause all this undue process because, oh, you accidentally ate something that you probably should have. If you are allergic, sure. But people are actually allergic to stuff all the fucking time. And they don't sit there and get Fox News up their own ass. Like, I got a question. How white was she?
Well, no, I mean, judging by her name, I mean, I don't want to even try to say her fucking name.
I'm sorry, I'm going to straight up say this. Like, on a scale from me to Tilda Swinton, how white is this person?
Charlene and Dungle.
Oh man.
Man.
Look at that last name. That could be Indian.
Charlene, that could be. I could see that being like a little bit more of a biracial name.
That could be Indian.
Or something, yeah. I mean, the Charlene is like an attempt to be white, so she can get all the great.
Charlene's probably a nickname, but only that last name, like, yeah, that ain't white.
Well, the news story's not going to call her by her fucking nickname, like.
Oh, they. No,
Charlene
Charlene could just be her name she goes by, like. If someone would walk up to me, I'd use Alan.
I like how anytime any of us get involved in a article or some shit like that, any minority group, like our race is the first thing identified: African American male, Native American male, Mexican dude. Whenever it comes to this shit, like I wanted to say, white Caucasian female complains about her vegan thing being contaminated with meat. I need to see this in the headlines.
Yeah,
I just asked for fairness, Nick.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
They'll do that if it's some stupid shit where they fucking shot a place up or whatever.
Yeah, Ruth is saying she didn't just go into a mom and pop bakery, and I guess that's actually another thing to consider here, is that this was a big ass like chain store. This is like
Dunkin' Donuts equivalent.
No, I think it's even bigger than that. I think it's like a Kroger type store, like a Fry's or Albertsons or HEB. I think that's another place.
But it's like what Ruth said. Like this is a lot. You see this a lot with vegans. You see this a lot with them basically like complaining and making a big hubbub because they want everyone to attest to their lifestyle. And these would be the same people that if one of my people said, "Oh, I don't want to serve pork," or "I don't want to be eating pork," they'll make a huge hullabaloo. It's like, well, it's people's rights, yada yada yada. But if it's affecting them, that's the only time they get offended. It's fucking infuriating.
And then over here,
I have zero sympathy.
Just to be more fair, because I want to tell the whole story. Because if I make a highlight out of this, I want to be wrong for anything. But it's like,
oh, watch me! I'll be as wrong as I goddamn want. Fight me, vegans.
The chat attack does not represent.
You're weak. Your bones are weak, so I'll be able to win.
Well, Miss Charlene says, I was asking for a public apology to make people aware that they should watch out for things like this. She said, people can be allergic to pork and potentially die from such a stupid mistake. It's my choice not to consume meat because it causes cancer. What? And that choice has been taken away from me.
I mean, it does.
Because it causes... I mean, so does plant-based, you psychopath.
But you can catch salmonella from, like, food, like, vegetable-based products if it's contaminated.
Remember the lettuce outbreak a couple of months ago?
I mean, not everything is safe, yo.
It's the idea. Oh, it causes cancer. It's such a fucking like throw-out term. It's like you look up every fucking thing can do that. Like sugar in the right circumstances.
I'm pretty much hijacking this. This just became into like the Chat Attack Illuminati podcast.
Yep.
But my favorite thing about vegans is they'll be like, "Yo, man, I don't like eat death, man. Like, look, my food is 100% like cruel free, bro." And you just find out like the farmers in South America, they get their ass kicked to grow soy and shit. And that they're burning the Amazon to grow these soy farms so they can keep making these these fake meat products.
Tofu farmer was talking about how he has to kill so many animals in order to grow tofu because they keep attacking the plants.
Wow. Okay. And here's the thing too, just to put this out because I like they gave us a link over here. Ruth did correct us. It is the size of like a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
And this looks like honestly, looking at this from this particular like angle, it looks like one of those places like it'll be in a terminal for an airport.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact thing. It looks like airport food.
My question is like because you said it's a terminal. Like it looks like most of like the cashier stuff. You bring it to them, they don't actually grab it for you.
It could be a place where they just have a back place where they make some of the stuff fresh. Because like I've seen a lot of those places where they'll have a back room and they'll make it fresh.
Yeah, but then they have the fridge on the side that's like always got like because I work at the airport and like I recognize that 100%. That kills people and also saves people sometimes. Depends on what you eat. But they have these like pre-cooked foods that are on the sides.
Yeah.
And unless you grab like one of the fresh ones that it looks like in the picture, but the second picture just looks like she probably grabbed it off one of the shelves. You should have looked at the label, girl.
Well, no, she probably did. She probably looked at the label. It's just somebody like the honest thing is probably somebody just accidentally put it in the wrong spot, or they'll do what they do at places where like, oh, this is half a rack, here's half a rack, let's mix them up. Like it was an honest mistake. I don't think anyone was trying to fuck with vegans. Then again, I don't fucking blame them. But it's just making this a huge big proportion, and that's what fucking vegans do. That's why I have no sympathy for this person.
I got to look at this quick. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of the olive branch to the vegan community if you're listening. But all right, she says she suffered almost like allergic reaction.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that happens. Like when you give up meat for a certain amount of time, you could have a bad effect towards consuming a large portion of it. But it looked like she ate like a tiny wrap, so I don't think it would be this effect. And I would love for someone to educate me on it to see if it'll be that bad. But honestly, for someone that doesn't know anything about vegan diet, this sounds like the bitch is just complain to complain.
Yeah, you complain to complain, and you do have a point that especially when you go to foods you haven't had in a while, it's like, yeah, your body's not used to digesting it. So
it only really takes something very small, like a grape.
That's different though. God just legit. If this woman came out and said she was allergic, that's
true.
Fine.
But
you had an allergic reaction.
I had hives and I was about to end up in the hospital.
Yeah, he didn't sit there and complain that they weren't organic.
Well, here's the biggest thing too is that
I didn't have just an anxiety attack. I almost died taking a shit.
Yeah, like literally, like that lady. That's the thing. Like she's talking about, like, oh, well, I have like allergic reactions. I'm like, well, it's heart palpitations, and that's I don't know how like you can prove that, like just like by going to something. And,
Again, I've had it. Like it's honestly it's just an anxiety thing. Like she got anxious because she basically like, oh god, I can't believe I ate meat, and essentially went to a fight or flight thing and started like hyperventilating because it's like I ate meat and I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to, death, all that shit. And as a result of their anxiety, it sped up her heart rate and her heart just started skipping a few beats because she was essentially freaking herself out.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. We're gonna get off of this and everything right now, but it's just like, yeah, when it comes to vegans getting upset about the shit, like, yeah, obviously I feel like I agree with Alan here about like she freaked out a little too fucking much, but at the same time it's like maybe don't, like, if you're gonna be a vegan or a vegetarian or whatever, like go for the shit that like you should be having. Like don't try to get some sausage version of this or a vegan
I want to be a vegan, but I also want to enjoy all the food I had prior.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just like I want to be athletic, but let me get cake. But let me have a cake that's gonna make me be athletic. Like, dude, it doesn't exist. Like, just. Well,
I think it's just more like they like the other stuff that's in basically a sausage roll, like the other ingredients. They just want to replace the meat with something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, just fine. Get a veggie roll. Those exist. But this is literally a vegan sausage roll, which means I want a sausage roll, but I want the meat part to be plant-based.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's different types of, like, veg rolls and sausage rolls. Like, there's different ingredients in each. Like, maybe they wanted that in there. I'm not defending this person, because honestly, I don't feel like this is, a story whatsoever. I think it's honestly just
fucking crazy.
Bullshit. Like, who gives
the person that gave her mouth had a burger.
That's why I'm quiet most of the time. I'm just like, what are we talking about this? Who cares?
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, just to end off the whole segment, whatever. It's just like one thing I feel that she should try that probably has some green in it is probably something that an Italian chef would make by putting cannabis in whatever the fuck he's making. Because apparently
it is vegan.
I get Ganja. Is weed vegan?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
All right, you have to go through a lot of processes to make vegan edibles, because essentially, in order to make a proper edible, you do need a oil-based product. Some people do coconut oil. I personally don't like that shit too much because that's just trash. But butter is one of the most exorbitant when it comes towards THC, and when you actually make weed butter or cookies or anything like that, or anything outside of the normal like brownie stuff, you have to turn it into a butter, and in order to do that, like, it's a butter product. It's comes from an animal. It's a byproduct of milk cows. Yeah. So that's not vegan.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, man. Looking at this, apparently there's an Italian chef. Apparently he's famous. Carmelo Chiramonte had a pair of... I'm not even going to try to do that shit.
I was going to say, how far are you going with this one?
You're going to fuck with me, so I'm not... If you weren't here, I would go the whole way. But apparently he had a pair of 6-foot-tall marijuana plants, which, by the way, you don't just do that to experiment with something. If you got...
6 foot tall? That's taller than me.
Yeah.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Even God just saying it's unnecessary. Like, holy shit.
Like, what, are you trying to get caught? Like, you can grow your plants. Like, there's technology not to grow them that high and get more buds. Like, what are you doing?
And think about how hard it is to hide 35 ounces.
He's eccentric.
35
Like,
ounces.
yeah, you know what? That is some eccentric shit. That's like when Barbar was like, yeah, man, I grew up in Brooklyn and plants 8 feet tall. Why? Are you trying to go to jail?
But the biggest thing, too, is that Carmel apparently has 35 inches of Indian hemp inside his home in the village of Tracastagni at the foot of Mount Erna near Catania, whatever the fuck that is. But he's
That's Narnia.
But he's infusing cannabis with wine, olives, coffee, tuna. I'm like, dude, you're not just experimenting. Like, you infuse this shit with everything. Like,
that's
you know
what experimenting is.
I mean, that's truly experimenting, but I get where you're coming from.
But, like, dude, that many ounces. That many ounces of ganja. What the fuck? Like, that's ridiculous. That's something you would be doing at your fucking where you work. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's not like, all right. Even with a high tolerance, like some Cheech and Chong level shit, or Snoop Dogg level, that is still too much for a personal amount.
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, if you're trying to put
now, I get the idea of doing the test and stuff, but
yeah,
I feel like you would get rid of the old test.
Yeah, but like, I'm going to ask you really quick. As far as experimental uses, like, do you think, being outside of, like, the drug industry or whatever, what do you feel is like, okay, this is too much? Like, you know, this many ounces and this many foot-tall marijuana plants, that's where I say, no, you're now having an intent to sell and you're not just fucking around with food tasting.
If it depends on how, because the thing is, when you're dealing with food, you're dealing with large batches, so you want to make sure you have a proper concentration. As crazy as those amounts are, I'm like, I get it. Because you want to have a large pool to work with, because you're often making several different stuff, especially if you're fusing it in various drinks and various whatevers. You want to have a large amount because you don't want to keep growing or buying this shit. And if he's in an area that's illegal, he probably wants to have a large amount. Like, you go through there's a lot of waste in science. You go through a lot of BS where you're like trying to find the right amount. So it's like, honestly, those numbers make sense to me.
To a certain extent, but like, there's a lot of unnecessary storage amount with that.
Yeah, but you're also dealing with somebody that looks like a fucking art student that there's a movie about him, and it's like you could literally just get his face and just put like the chef, and it's a fucking indie movie.
No, I really want to do like a French music thing and like put grain on it, like boom,
because 36 ounces is a pretty, like, that's not.
Yeah, but again, like, if even if you're using a quarter of an ounce per whatever the fuck, you're only making 70 dishes.
That's what a pound and plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, if you're experimenting and all sorts of stuff and making large batches of stuff, like, you probably don't want to run out anytime soon.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I get what you're coming from, but in terms of, like, actually taking the drug and ingesting it, that's too much even for, like, a test trial run. Like, if you're one dude actually doing this stuff, you really don't need that extravagant amount unless you're giving it to your friends, buddies, or selling it.
Well, it's not like he's fucking putting 35 ounces per fucking food item. Like,
yeah, but even just that nug amount alone is like, damn, that's. Like, most weed recipes take like a quarter, half an ounce. If you want to be really special and just like try to kill somebody, throw a whole ounce in there.
Well, yeah, a quarter of an ounce, 35. That's like over 100 different dishes.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm looking at this situation, and I'm going to ask Jeff here because Jet's probably the most. I mean, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel personally that Jet's probably the most experimental as it comes to eating random shit.
Oh God!
I mean, it's pretty disgusting. But Jet, would you try anything?
I can't call stuff disgusting if I haven't had it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, this situation right here, though, I'm not going to say you think this is disgusting, but I know that you have never smoked weed or anything like that. Would you be against cannabis-infused wine or olives or even coffee? Like, was that something that you would never, ever try because technically they're edibles? Or, like, what do you feel about that?
I wouldn't eat anything that would give me a side effect like that. Well, if it did give me a side effect, I wouldn't eat it.
Well, see, alcohol gives you a side effect because it makes you a little buzz, a little chill, a little calm. Like, I mean, this probably would be doing the same thing. It's not like
makes you gotta piss.
What happened?
Makes you gotta piss.
Does it? Does it make you?
Yeah, if you drink, yeah, you gotta pee.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Your body's trying to filter. Your body probably trying to filter it out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, but like
that's why I said eating, not drinking.
Oh, okay. Well, then my bad. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. Cannabis infused wine sounds like okay, maybe that might be alright because wine already tastes like fucking hot garbage. It tastes like goddamn.
My only problem with mixing alcohol and weed is there a thing called crossfaded, and if you're not really a user of either drug, that shit will fuck you up. Like I'm talking about, like you might hallucinate if you're like a really baby user.
Yeah.
So it just I don't know. Like I don't think that's that big of a deal. You just tell people it's like, hey, don't fuck with this.
You say that, and then someone goes like, "Yo, man, I didn't feel anything last time." Then they trip for a whole day and a half and try to blame you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, I mean, apparently that guy is going through the shit that he's going through, and I almost feel sorry for some of the people that we deal with today. I mean, I've been defending people, been telling Alan, hey man, leave the vegans alone, it's okay.
Fuck them.
Well,
they're the first motherfuckers to yell at my people.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Okay, anyways, but the thing is,
shit goes deep, bro.
The people that I want to be yelling at, because look, yeah, debatable about all these other people, especially the chef, but this fucking bitch right here. Apparently, a woman appears to taunt a lion after climbing into a barrier at the Bronx Zoo. Keep in mind, this is something that's happened a day ago. We've had so many years of lions being killed, elephants being killed just for sport. That fucking gorilla, what's that whole Harambe?
Oh, damn it. Yeah, Harambe did not die for this.
No, but like that's the thing. And this bitch, here's a video of it. She doesn't. I don't think she gets hurt. But why would she put a lion in that situation?
Under no I don't care how much money you give me. I don't care what the fuck ganja is. There's under no circumstance would I ever jump into a fucking lion pit.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, yeah, it's scary, and you want to be, you don't want to fuck with a lion. But more so, she knows that there is security there. There's people that do have weapons. Is she trying to get the fucking lion killed? Because honestly,
no, she's probably drunk or on something. But as stupid as it's going, when you're dealing with a lot of I appreciate whoever the hell Per TV is at top of the Darwin Awards. That's hilarious. But whoever as stupid as she's sounding, her acting, the way she's acting, is basically giving her a pronounced image to the lion. So the lion's not attacking her right away because she's acting as if she is a bigger stance than she normally would. She's not afraid, clearly. So it's throwing out the line of like, what am I going to do with this person? She should probably get the fuck out of there before the thing gets too close and realize this is all shit. But like right now, that line's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Honestly, like I hate to say this because this. All right, disclaimer. This is not to encourage dumbasses.
I love where this is going.
I don't like where this is going. But go ahead.
In order to survive an attack in the wild, where you are already at being attacked by an animal, don't go looking for them. But if they happen to come to you in the wild and come after you, that is actually a good tactic because most predators, especially big cats like lions, they have a good what is it called? Self-preservation instinct. Mm-hmm. So they don't attack things that they are not certain they can kill. Yeah. So when she comes running up trying to square up with the lion is legit like, can she fuck me up?
Yeah, that's why it's testing it out. It's getting closer and closer to basically test how like what this thing can do. I'm assuming that lion's probably been fed. That's why it's not like really that's pretty docile right now. But it's basically sizing it up, and that like her throwing her arms around and basically acting like a moron is the only reason she's probably alive right now.
Because the lion right now is looking at her like, all right, I could probably take her, but am I gonna be all right after this?
There's people recording this too. It's like all you motherfuckers are in.
And that scares the lion more because there's other things that look like her.
Yeah, anybody that's running in right now might actually fuck them up. So it's like. You have to be in a situation right now where you have to slowly walk up to her and then back her away as she's making noise to get her the fuck out of that pit.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be very careful in these situations or you just gun down the fucking
more
lion.
So than just the dangerousness of the fucking predator or whatever. My whole issue is just like, I feel like the lion's a little victimized here just for being in the situation because that lion... Whatever that lion ends up doing, he's the bad guy because he's the most vicious one. It's not like she's going to take a bite of the fucking lion. So, Jack, I'm going to ask you really quick. Do you agree with me in a sense of maybe she is the complete asshole here? Like, fuck being like a badass. Oh, my God, I can buck up to a fucking lion. Do you feel like she should be in trouble for this or something? Because that's how I feel.
Well, fucking course she should. Like, leave these fucking wild animals the fuck alone. Like, my fucking God.
I mean, as much as she is stupid, though, man, if she walk away from this, because like, if I got my dumbass caught up with that, I'm telling every motherfucker that story. No. Yeah, I told I'm a fucking lion. It was a bitch too.
I was intrusive on somebody else's territory. Yeah, I'm fucking awesome. Like, what if I do that to your fucking house and I walk in your living room and buck up?
Oh, I got a crossbow. Good luck with that motherfucker.
But I mean, come on. Like, I mean, I know.
You're a big motherfucker too. I don't gotta aim.
But I know we're entertaining and we're being silly, whatever. But it's like, seriously, this shit like bothered the fuck out of me. Like, it's just.
Oh, like, it's horrible, but man, that story she must have told.
Yeah, man. Per TV saying, I mean, haven't we done enough by taking them out in their environment? Yeah, exactly. And putting them on display. Now we're gonna jump in their fucking area and give them shit. Yeah, it's frustrating, man, because it's like. These fucking things are not doing nothing to anybody. They're not in our neighborhood. They're not out here fucking with us. and we're fucking with
Always
them.
some dumb,
Roxy's
stupid,
just like the
ugly
American
bitch that
way.
always wants to try some shit. Like, damn, like, go get laid or something like that. Do something else.
Yeah, dude. Like,
You got all this fucking time on your hands to go mess with fucking line and shit. Get some dick.
By the way, if that was a cheetah, she'd be dead.
Oh, definitely.
Cheetahs don't fuck around. They don't give a shit.
No, Cheeto.
Cheeto.
The Cheeto, yeah, the
They're
Cheeto
very
tiger would
dangerous.
fuck you up.
I was thinking it was a leopard or not. I got confused, but I think it is the cheetah's actually a big pussy.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Somehow are getting worse
But
at
the
this.
tiger, the Bengal tiger, they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like Chester Cheeto will not play.
Like, you really want me to be impressed by this dumb bitch slightly? Have that bitch get in there while that fucking lion had kids around it and shit.
Oh,
see how all
fuck
that shit goes.
Oh no, she would have been torn up.
Self-preservation goes out the window when you deal with your kids.
No,
My
but, like,
children.
This goes as far as, like, okay, like, for instance, like, there's all these shows on National Geographic and all these fucking things. And, like, people like Steve Irwin, like, people are always go like, oh, rest in peace, Steve Irwin. No, fuck Steve Irwin, dude. I don't
I'm
give a
gonna
fuck
run
about
up
Steve
on
Irwin.
this
No, rest in peace, Steve Irwin, because he would often wrestle alligators, but he was also making sure it's like, here's the proper way to deal with this. He's basically like that guy, the Bear Grylls Survival, where it's like, hey, here's the best way to deal with this. Here's how to approach an animal if you have to. Like, people always go, oh, he was just fucking with animals. Not really. That was just
now we got someone like that on YouTube who literally gets bitten by every poisonous fucking thing ever.
Yeah, that guy's a dumbass. You don't, just because you can find the animal that has the poison stuff doesn't mean we have the anti-venom to every single poison stuff. Stuff kills too fast. That's a stupid fucking thing to do.
But here's the thing, that guy is not putting, those animals or insects in I was gonna say jail, in danger. Like, he's literally just saying, hey, like, here's how it looks, this is how you deal with it, and then I'm gonna set these insects free because they ain't doing anything wrong.
It depends. Some insects can actually die as a result of it.
I pictured a chain gang of insects and shit just now.
What, like about the jail thing? Like, I put
They
the
got
in jail.
these stripes on and shit. They just breaking down little rocks.
But the thing is like, no, when you're doing with that whole poisonous stuff, like, it takes a lot to get that venom up. Sometimes it could kill them if you talk about various bugs or whatnot. You're probably just putting them in danger. Like, you're still and trying to get yourself bit to see what happens to the poison. Like, that's a deadly fucking thing waiting to happen.
Mandama says, get some dick. Sounds like something Danielle would say. Actually, Danielle would say that the lion should get some dick. So, I mean, Jet says some crazy shit, but nothing that crazy like Danielle would say.
I know we should be telling that this person, but a little bit of respect. I gotta give respect to a dumbass that's so stupid they don't care about their self-preservation technique to do some shit like that. Because I'm just like, how are you not freaking out right now? I'm scared for you, and I'm like a million miles away. You're 2 feet away from death, and you're just like, fuck you, cat.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Jet, I got an idea to get the Midnight Chat Tech on the spot.
Nope.
We're gonna take
Whatever your idea is, I'm not doing it.
We're going to the zoo in Chicago, right?
Go fuck yourself.
We're gonna plan this as a big double toasted trip.
Jesus
Not a double
Christ.
toasted trip, Chat Tech trip. But the whole goal is to get Jet to hop a fence and go play with some lions.
I mean, she's too.
Why would it be me?
I mean, she's pretty skinny. She could probably just walk through the bars.
Jet, it has to be you.
why does that be Jet when Alan's over here trying to fight ghosts? Roxy's
Alan's
trying to
not
fight
a
bears.
woman. All right. The problem is the lion was confused by the lioness power she possessed. Go show that lion who's boss, Jet. Go.
No, you know what I want to
Why? Like, why would you put two bad bitches against each other?
Yeah, they might dude, this is gonna be like that scene from Jurassic World where you think it's gonna attack Jet, but it's gonna join forces with her, and Jet's gonna kill us.
do? It's gonna be a
She
running
riding
fucking...
into battle and shit.
Yeah.
Riding a lion, not a dino. What the fuck are you talking?
No, so,
I'll toss your ass into the hippo exhibit.
I just call me fat or something.
Oh,
Yeah, real
dude,
nice.
no, you think lions are bad? Don't fuck with hippos.
hippos
Hippos
will
will
fuck
fuck
you.
you up just for
That's
existing.
not a fat joke. That's more like they'll kill you joke.
Oh, okay. Shit. Well, I should...
No, hippos are fucked up. People don't
Yeah.
think hippos are, oh, these kind creatures. They will murder you without a second thought.
They're cuddly from a distance, but violent at a closer range.
Yeah, incredibly violent. Like, that's actually a incredibly huge killer in some places, like around the world, where it's like, yeah, don't fuck with hippos.
Oh, yeah, let's say you survive like a good bite. Those bitches like teeth are so like made with bacteria and shit that you can actually die from like a.
Oh no,
fucking
you
poison.
don't survive a hippo bite. You can
Yeah,
survive a crocodile attack. You can't survive a hippo attack.
Yeah,
Damn.
you get septic real quick.
They seem to be so docile. I don't really think about hippos too much. Like, no one really...
I
talks
mean,
about-
when
Nobody does because they think they're like those dumb creatures, but like
I mean, in
they
the
will
zoo,
fuck you up.
they kind of become domesticated like that. They because they are pack animals to a certain extent, But the ones out in the wild, they will kill you. Do not go on safari thinking, I'm going to go play with fucking, what's that hippo from Cantor for fucking Tarzan? Or was it elephant? I don't give a fuck. Don't go playing with shit in the wild.
Yeah, what the fuck are you? How high are you?
I'm not actually.
Really quick, I want to look into the YouTube chat because I'm blazing there. By the way, JP, hey there, thank you. I saw you. You know, I'm talking about you. I love you.
Alan Thick. Who the fuck renamed themselves that? What the fuck?
Well, the word thing is about him is that he says, hey, is it weird that my piss tastes like Pepsi? Well, here's the thing, dude. You're drinking too much fucking Pepsi.
Oh, God, we're really going through this.
I know another Alan.
Not if you're trying to save money, man. Think positive with your wallet.
I know another Alan whose piss tastes weird, and it's our Alan.
What?
His piss tastes like Coke because he drinks so much Coke. And so that's just the thing. Just don't.
How do you know that?
He's verified this sciencely.
When you and your brain were having secrets about my dick, your brain actually texted me and saying, "Yo, by the way, his dick tastes like fucking Coke." So I was like, "Okay, cool." You're the one who started that whole thing, by the way.
No,
Alan. So
yeah, but you brought it to
sound,
a weird place that makes no sense at all.
it's part of the lore now. You shouldn't have been talking.
It's
about
not
my
part
dick
of the
with your
lore.
brain.
You just made it up to cover your own ass.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Ladies, I'm pretty sure it just tastes like 7-Up.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, who the fuck drinks 7-Up anymore?
Dude, honestly, dude, you are like a 7-Up looking motherfucker. Like, you're.
What does that even mean?
No, we all
It's green, motherfucker. Like,
7-Up
like,
green.
No,
7-Up is not that kind of green. It's more like the lime green. This is a fucking forest green. Get
clearly,
Joe Greens right.
He's clearly Canadian Dry.
Oh, yeah,
No.
you're right. No, I had to
I was
stop.
actually Canadian Dry lying around, but
That's your point. Like, all's left for you to have the fucking little Canada flag on your shirt, man.
All I know is Alan's dick is Canada Dry.
Oh.
at least it's not Arizona Dry.
Okay, you could have had a better joke. At least I could see my dick. That would have been a great joke, but you fucked it up. See?
No, because then you get sensitive. Like, why are you making fun of me for being fat? See, that's why I fuck with you, because you do all the fat jokes. I'm sensitive.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. We're talking about ideas for the show and everything. Like, I mean, you're saying, Jet should go fucking fight lions. Rox wants to go fight a bear. I have a really, really good idea here, and it's because a couple weeks ago we were talking about this fucking Stephen King movie called In the Tall Grass, and Alan's like,
"Oh God, what a lame fucking trailer!"
Yeah, exactly. See, you could have saved yourself, but you already
I'm sorry because like we're gonna review it on one of us for Screener Squad, so be sure to check that out in the next couple weeks when it comes out. But that looks some stupid bullshit.
But here's the thing: he's talking shit. He was talking. Shut up, Contra. I love you, but shut the fuck up, goddamn it, because I'm gonna yell at Alan. I'm on this.
I'm fighting you, motherfucker.
No, because here's the thing: you talk shit about that, and then I'm so sick of Stephen King, blah blah blah. Well, here's the thing, Alan, is that when someone's a good writer, right, a good author like Stephen King, one of the fucking best ever.
I'm not talking shit about Stephen King's novels. I'm talking shit about the movie studios that are so up Stephen King's ass right now that they're just grabbing whatever the fuck they can think of because they can slap his fucking name to it.
Damn. Honestly, dude, if that's how you jack off, you're probably done quickly.
I hate all of y'all.
Just fucking.
No, that's not. It fucking pisses me off. I'm sure he's a great writer. I mean, I've never had a chance.
You just gave him a hand job? What the fuck?
Everyone's over there just fucking going at it, man. Stephen King.
Whatever.
Dude, put it all over your face.
Again, he's making in the money and he has enough like fucking material, but it's like people fucking forgot Sleepwalker and Dreamcatchers.
No,
and the Dome.
But you forget real life situations that actually are scary, because In the Tall Grass is actually a pretty cool concept where people are stuck in this tall grass, and it's scary because it's a big ass maze. You don't know where the fuck to go.
Oh my god!
People, all the shit's going on, and this story comes up, and you're the first person I thought of. Okay, man is accused of violating a restraining order by stalking his former girlfriend repeatedly, online in person, and using a GPS tracker. Also, I don't know why I didn't say it right here. He follows her into a cornfield. See how scary that is, Alan?
No.
You see my point here? God damn
no!
It.
I'm sorry, okay. The idea of stalking somebody in an enclosed area is always going to be scary. In the Tall Grass is so fucking unbelievably lame. What's his next movie? In the Ball Pit?
That's scary too.
There's ghosts in the ball pit. Oh no!
Alan, like, you're not going to fucking watch that goddamn movie and be scared. You were scared on Gerald's
I
game.
won't!
Bullshit. Man, I don't know how to even fight you on this.
I hope that movie sucks so that we can rewind this and you defend this shit just because it's a horror movie.
But the concept itself is okay.
No, it's not. It's lame.
Life.
Watch the sequel, In the Short Grass.
During that talk, you said something like, who the fuck's going into a tall grass anyways? Blah, blah, blah.
Who the fuck is?
Maybe someone's being stalked like the story and they go into a corn maze or tall grass or whatever that place could be, a maze.
Why were they there in the first place?
Because they're probably running away from a fucking stalker. Because he did something to the training order.
The stalker's doing their job properly, they wouldn't know.
Alan, don't you blame the victim. They're in a corn maze.
I'm not blaming the victim. I'm blaming you. Specifically you.
Why? Because I'm a
Because you like stupid shit as long as it's a horror movie or Stephen King attached to it.
Oh, I'm a fan of the best writer, literally. Like, honestly, you can ask anybody, and they'll be like, Stephen King is probably like on the top 3 best writers in the fucking planet. Are you shitting me?
Nah.
Jet, don't you mute yourself now.
You heard me. I said,
So you don't like Stephen King as a writer? You don't think he's one of the best fucking writers of all time?
I mean, he's put out a lot of shit, but I mean, no.
He has put out a lot of shit.
Jesus.
Like, I honestly, I would never put him at the top simply because he writes all his fucking women the exact fucking same. And then most of the time when I actually am reading his shit, it's just like, damn, was this motherfucker on crack while writing this? This makes no sense. Oh wait,
yeah, probably.
He was. This motherfucker was on crack.
Some of the books he wrote later in his career, or like in the mid half, he was like heavily on cocaine.
Like, is anyone actually question why that fucking orgy in fucking It makes no goddamn sense at all?
No, they're too busy trying to figure out what the fucking turtle was.
No,
like, oh, we're gonna do something basically for connections and shit like that. It's just like, what?
No.
That make no goddamn sense.
I know we're dogpiling Nick right now, but like, one of the common complaints people have is Stephen King's endings suck.
Are we not going to talk about the Stephen King stories where inanimate objects come to life and kill people for no reason?
Maximum Overdrive. Thank you. Amazing.
Is that truck movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. Who am I? Who are you people?
I'm sorry. We're people that like different fucking stories, not just whatever Stephen King shits out onto a napkin.
I couldn't even enjoy that for being stupid. That shit was just fucking boring.
Julian's in the YouTube chat. He's like, yo, so what's wrong with writing on drugs? Hey, man, someone who constantly writes on drugs, sometimes not the best shit comes out.
You think you're writing something amazing until people finally put it together like,
look,
yeah, this motherfucker was on drugs. You can tell when someone was writing on drugs.
Hunter S. Thompson did all the drugs when he wrote. But the guy that double-checked his writings was sober.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking double-checked it.
I gotta make sense out of some of this shit. I can't drink tonight.
And Nick, you gotta understand, my hatred is not with Stephen King himself. It's the adaptations. The adaptations he's had a renaissance the last couple of years, but again, did you forget some of his bullshit? Did you forget? I'm not going to get that one started. I know where that one's going, but there's a bunch of his fucking stories that are garbage.
Okay, and look, I understand that, dude. I feel like lots of their bullshit. Dude, I didn't even like It Chapter 2, and that's like part of the shit that you fucking wrote.
I did enjoy it, but again, It Chapter 1's way better.
But here's the thing, though. It's like this whole story about the corn maze thing, because this is real life now. Like the corn maze thing, the stalker chasing her through the fucking corn maze, whatever, like that is definitely a real thing. And it takes little situations like that. Like, for instance, and this was actually a shit movie, too, so I'm not going to disagree with you on this, but, like, Children of the Corn back in the day. Do you remember that movie?
Nope. I'm not 30. I'm not 65, so I don't remember that.
You've watched movies that are older than that, you fuck.
Well, Tex Ruthless, he probably watched it.
Now you're going to age Shane Ruthless. Wow.
He's goddamn right I am.
Yeah,
mostly because he's not here.
He is here. He's going to beat your ass.
There's something about fucking Children of the Corn, though,
God damn.
I never figured out.
Now she's 69 over here. Shit.
There's one thing about Children of the Corn I never figured out. Was that one fucking kid? What the fuck was his name? The Kyle or whatever the fuck. Like some fucking whack ass name that you really want to see on anyone like not age fucking 60. Was that actually a little kid or was that a grown ass man?
I honestly, here's the thing. So Alan's gonna love this. I didn't watch this whole movie. Because
I'm not like other people. I'm not gonna call you out for not finishing a movie. Like,
yeah, but because honestly, I don't like this movie. So
if you don't finish a movie, it's not your fault. Like, I'm sorry. If you're not interested in the movie, then it's like, hey, the movie didn't do something for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because I watched this when I was a kid, by the way, and kids obviously don't have a great attention span. I had a very, very low attention span, so it is what it is. I'm just fucking stupid. But here's the thing, though, is I was watching this movie, and it was like, it's not the kids, it's not the story, it's not the atmosphere, bro. It's just, think about yourself in that situation. You're in the fucking corn maze, and like, there's nowhere to go. Like, there's things where like writers can do something
What's being a fucking corn maze? Why are you going in there?
It's lame.
Yo,
I'm sorry, it's fucking lame. Short of it being supernatural, and every time you turn a corner, you get lost. Motherfucker, just destroy the fucking thing or climb. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sick of these things of like, oh, we gotta be horrible while putting them in these little mundane situations. Again, why not just have Stephen King in the ball pit at this fucking point? Every time I try to step out, a clown kicks me in the face and I get back. Ooh, scary.
No, but that's honestly really fucking smart. And
Shut up.
It is. But like in situational things, like okay, it's stupid to go into a corn maze when a stalker chasing you. Yes, I definitely agree. You know what else is stupid? Going to Florida next to a fucking hurricane. Like,
well, we weren't going there as hurricane chasers.
I know, but sometimes things.
But at least a fucking hurricane is horrifying.
But situations just happen sometimes, Alan. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Again, into the ball pit. That's every time you bring up into the tall grass, I'm gonna into the ball pit.
Yeah, I of course Alan will be the one person out of this group that says enter the ball pit. Yeah, balls.
Well, the only way I can get through to you is by talking about balls.
I mean, I hate to say it, some of Stephen King's movies and books are just different versions of The Happening.
Yeah.
People are calling this The Happening 2, and I'm like, no, because The Happening 2 was
because I legit
hilarious.
thought this was
looks
going to be
boring.
The Happening 2.
Man, please no more happening. That's not happening.
This is The Happening 2. It's
The
just more
Happening
serious.
Fuck y'all.
Yo,
The
man,
Happening 2 if we got a different
I think
director.
what's causing this is the hot dogs. I'm out. I'm walking right
I
the
would
fuck out.
die as a happy
Sir,
man
sir,
if
we
we're
just
watching
got
this
thank you,
thing
chicken
and someone goes,
tenders.
you know, I like hamburgers. Do you like hamburgers? They got a fun shape. They're full of protein. You guys like hamburgers?
You know what, Alan? Alan,
What's up?
you know what, man? Why don't you just shut the fuck up and eat this goddamn sausage roll, okay? Because I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. I'm
Well,
done
I
with you.
promise I won't freak out and say it's because I'm Muslim, because they probably shoot me.
Because here's the thing. Oh, go ahead, Jet.
The thing about this is like so this whole movie, like the grass is alive, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Grass
basically a
is
female,
alive.
the fucking female main character, right?
I don't know.
Is it? I know Patrick Wilson's there. He's probably the main
Is
character.
it is there a female man? Because I'm pretty sure knowing fucking Stephen King and his fucking writing, there's gonna be a scene where someone gets penetrated by fucking grass.
No, I don't think that's
If that happens, I'm gonna if I
he's not
hear that
Japanese.
shit happens, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Keep in mind, too, that Gerald's game, the female character was fucking, I think, strong as fuck. Like, she was great.
No, but like that's the thing about his writing with girls. They always have some sort of fucking sexual abuse history, or basically
Yeah.
they're like tormented like horribly. Like
Her father was a farmer
every
or some
single
shit.
goddamn one.
I can't be in the corner anymore. My dad molested me in the corner.
Yeah, or some shit. Or she got attacked, sexually assaulted in a cornfield. That's why she doesn't like corn.
Like that shit's exhausting. You can't
Like,
write anything else for fucking girls and all the gotta involve rape shit.
I'm so
tired.
mad right now because the idea is like, oh man, we gotta get this person to not like corn. How are we gonna do it? Do some stupid contrived bullshit. Just so they hate corn. They're just, oh my god, it's so stupid because it's such a mundane thing, a cornfield. So in order to make it scary, what are we gonna do? We're gonna set it at night, we're gonna get windy, move it, and go,
He touched my cornhole.
it's so I fucking hate this concept.
Oh,
It's so stupid. Holy shit.
That's so stupid.
Fuck corn.
You motherfucker. I'll beat your ass.
That's the only reason he likes it. It's because he runs on corn.
It doesn't even sound like that, you dick.
Hey man, hey, you do it.
Hey, I can do. Want me to do it?
Yeah, I was actually kind of saying no.
Yeah, too bad. Fuck you. I ain't doing that.
Oh, you a
Shit. Yeah, of course I'm a bitch. I'm not doing that. That's people are gonna clip it and I look like a fucking idiot. But here's the
Yeah,
thing,
you will.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
that's
will.
never happened on the show before.
though. Yeah, fuck you. Here's the thing, though. The last thing we're talking about.
Fucking
This is gonna be
rapist
quick.
grass.
As fuck. Talking about animals and all this crazy shit going on. We gotta talk about the animals that are in this fucking movie, Birds of Prey and the blah blah blah, whatever the fucking title is. Gotta
Birds
tell
of
you.
Prey than the Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
No, there's even
Oh my
more.
god.
There's another word in there, but I can't remember what the fuck. I think it's wonderful or majestic or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
some bullshit. Here's the thing, dude. I do not like this fucking.
I don't
trailer
even know what
whatsoever.
that word is.
Emancipation? It just means set free. It's a legal term for. It's a legal term for you like leaving like.
It's Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of One Harley.
There we go. I knew there was another word in there.
I don't know what the fuck fantabulous means. I thought it was fabulous, but it's fantabulous. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to
It's just
incorrectly
a
spell this
Valley
shit.
Girl thing.
It's fucking dumb. It's written by Kathy Ann. So when I first saw this, like, okay, some dude fucking did this, but apparently it's a girl. It's an Oriental girl, and I'm like, wow, I'm very very surprised that not only got a girl that's not white doing this, but yeah, like this is done by a female just in general. I'm really surprised by that. But then at the same time, it's like
It's
wow,
a friend of it's basically the driving force of this movie is Margot Robbie because she likes the character a lot. So the director, I believe, is a friend of hers or part of her production company. So it's like basically like, yeah, she pitched this whole idea to Warner Brothers. She got the people she wanted to work with like on this movie and basically got everyone she wants involved on this.
Yeah, because here's the thing, man. I'm looking at this, and look, it looks kind of cool as far as like how it's shot, whatever. Like I like how this looks very colorful and vibrant, and like obviously there's gonna be some action. She's stepping on some dude's fucking balls. That's cool.
Yeah.
My
But
rebels.
they're sticking with this whole cutesy, like, oh my god, hello, darling, like whatever the fuck kind of thing. I hate that accent she's doing. It's fucking ridiculous. She doesn't even sound like she's from fucking Jersey. It's awful.
I mean, it's better than the original Harley Quinn shit.
No, they're pretty even as far as horribleness. Like, I don't know, man. I hate this shit. I've always hated this shit. I always thought it was stupid. But I gotta say, one thing that's bothered me the most that no one's even bringing up is the fact that, yeah, I guess they're not gonna have Jared Leto in here at all. Not even in fucking mentioning of him. Like, all she says is, I broke up with Joker. And I'm like, okay. What about Deadshot? What about the rest
also
of
very
Okay.
strange because he's like their relationship was shown for like what 5 minutes in the movie. Now they're gonna have this whole big breakup thing. Like, I mean, okay, like I'm one for basically like fuck the Joker. Yeah, do your thing, Harley Quinn, but just like this doesn't set up well at all.
Yeah, for the rules of continuity, you guys are really being complete assholes, especially with the fact that like you're still bringing certain things from the first Suicide Squad movie, like her being on the pole dancing. I'm like, okay, I thought the first time she was doing that is because she was working at Joker's club or whatever the fuck. Nope, she likes stripping poles, so that take out that piece of fucking storytelling there. Alan, I'm gonna have you have the floor right now. Like, what are you feeling about this, man?
When I first heard about this concept, because I hate Harley Quinn as a character. I don't know. Like, she was created in the Batman animated series. Like, her comic history starts with the Batman animated series, and she became so popular that she just got engrown into the DC universe. And I never liked the character. I always felt that it was just Joker light, and the voice always fucking infuriated me. So I just grew to hate the character. And then she's had this renaissance where she's basically become the new Batman, where she's just in every fucking thing. And the Birds of Prey is not something I particularly read, but something I always found interested, where it's like, hey, we got a bunch of the femme fatales. Some were villains, some were heroes. And we basically kind of gave them their own team to essentially just kind of just do random shit, almost very similar to this. So when I heard they're doing a Birds of Prey movie, I was like, holy good fucking luck with that. And then I'm just like, oh, they're going to get Harley Quinn the headline? Of course they are. And then, but as soon as I'm watching the trailer, I'm like, I like this energy. I like what they're going for. They're doing this weird kind of crazy, like, this is as crazy as I think something Harley Quinn related should be, because it is doing some of the cutesy stuff that is Harley Quinn, like that's her brand, but it's so nuts where it's like the maybe it's just a really good trailer and this movie's gonna be mundane, but it's cutting between weird explosions to weird trippy stuff. I'm like, this feels like what Suicide Squad's supposed to be, because Suicide Squad, like, that just turned into a generic superhero movie of, oh man, we gotta save these people, even though we're quote unquote the bad guys. Like, this seems like she's doing some bad guy shit of like randomly shooting up a club or getting dynamite, robbing a bank, deal with someone that's a worse guy, and the only reason she's fighting him is probably just to rob him or some shit. But I like the energy, I like the flow of everything that's kind of going, and they're bringing in some people they have Mary Elizabeth Winstead that's playing Huntress, and I fucking love her as an actress. And I just like the energy that I'm getting. I feel like this is what Suicide Squad was supposed to be. It was supposed to be this like military fucking superhero movie. It was supposed to be this weird kind of amalgamation of all these different characters kind of just doing wacky Avengers and just kind of watching some like, this has a good tone. I kind of like where this is going. It feels like if you didn't know what Birds of Prey was, if you didn't know what Harley Quinn was, you wouldn't be like, this is a superhero movie. You'd be like, no, this is Crank 3.
I'm so out of words because I'm just like so bummed that you're like, well, this looks like it could be fun. I'm
enjoying the trailer because I was like, I honestly watched it. I didn't watch the trailer for like 2 days because I'm like, whatever, it's just gonna be the same thing where, oh, we got to make Harley Quinn sad or whatever. But then seeing this, I'm like, this is the energy that I think I would walk into this movie going like, I'm still gonna be not sure, but watching this movie, if I'm seeing the stuff I'm seeing on screen, I'm like, yo, I'm having a good time because it's so energetic. There's so much happening. Again, it feels like Crank 2, where Crank 2 is bad. You're crazy if you think Crank 2 is a good movie, but there's so much stupid shit going on that you're like, you know what? I'm enjoying the energy of the movie.
Because this, like, the first thing, I'm not trying to be clever when I'm thinking of this, but it's like when I first saw this, I'm like, wow, it's on Atomic Blonde. Because it's like, you're doing the same shit Atomic Blonde did, except you're not as badass as her. You're not as good of an actress as her. There's not enough, like, straight up adult shit happening. It's like a live action cartoon of Atomic Blonde. It's fucking ridiculous to me.
Atomic Blonde is very, very different because as much as Atomic Blonde has some of the same colors because it goes to the same kind of clubs, the movie's very straight. It's a very straight spy thriller. It just has Technicolor kind of thrown in, but it's not really crazy. Like, it's really down there. This is nuts, but this is as nuts as I expect the character to be. This is as nuts as I expect Harley Quinn to be. It's imagine if you're watching Atomic Blonde from Harley Quinn's perspective. So she's seeing all the crazy Technicolor. She's using dynamite instead of like what you replace dynamite in C4, replace a hammer and a baseball bat or some sort of weapon. It's like, I like the crazy. And Ewan McGregor, who's playing, I guess that's Black Mask, is one of my favorite actors, and he is really playing it up. So it's like there's a lot of elements here that I enjoy, and I feel like they're having fun with this, and they're doing something crazy. This is the next Crank movie. Like this is Crank 3 script. Pretty much.
I disagree with that, but Ganja, what are you feeling about this, man? And I'm not trying to rush or anything, but I do gotta get going by 8:30.
So get the fuck out of here in 6 minutes.
All right, so legit, I liked it. Most of the reasons that Alan said. I think it's gonna be something different. I hope it's more of a villain story than an anti-hero story, like Ripley said, because I'm tired of these anti-heroes, like soft hero stories, where they're like, "Yeah, man, these are the bad guys. Watch us do good side shit for some reason." I just want, even if it's like selfish, like, "Yo, we need to get this money." I'm down for it. I'm willing to watch it, especially with Harley Quinn. I want to see the eccentric shit. I want to see the craziness. I'm always good when it comes to like female empowerment stories to a certain extent. I just hope it doesn't turn into a fucking pandering one, which a lot of these stories had a risk of running into. But honestly, it looks like it might be either a full price, like fun action movie. Like I'm not expecting like deep fucking artistic stuff when it comes to like Oscar bait or anything like that. It's just gonna be like a fun little thrill ride with Harley Quinn the game.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Harley Quinn, this movie, or Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, which is, by the way, I'm gonna be making that mistake for the next 5 fucking months.
Oh, honestly, a lot of people are complaining about that, and I'm like, name all the members of the Birds of Prey. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To anyone that's mad at this, name all the members of the Birds of Prey.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know,
you gotta call them out like that, shit.
Oh, watch me, because people are still like, oh, well, you know, I wanted a Birds of Prey movie. Did you? Did you?
Well, they only gotta know like basically the main 4.
I'm sure you do, Jet. I bet 95%
no,
of those
I'm not
motherfuckers
saying
don't.
me. Like I know, but it's just like they only gotta know the main 4.
Yeah.
It changes based on comic too. I know Huntress is up there, Black Canary, Catwoman, and sometimes Poison Ivy, depending on your opinion.
Wait, I just like did Rox just name her fucking birds?
Penelope Marley.
Yeah.
Okay. I realized. I wrote the saying. Also, this movie will be the go-to basic chick groups of cosplay. Yeah, just like Harley Quinn.
Just like Harley Quinn was the Suicide Squad came out. Yeah.
And here's the thing too: is like I'm not trying to like sound like an asshole or a pervert or anything here, but it's like, yo, one of the biggest character things for Harley Quinn, and I'm not saying that it's because I don't give a fuck about women, but like the trailer showed it. She was always bending over with the short shorts on. That was the whole thing with Harley Quinn, just short shorts. And here they have her wearing these yellow disco pants. What the fuck is going? She looks like she's.
They're going for that like pop candy look.
Well, she's doing
much.
cosplay like she's gonna be in Disco Godfather. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, because she's in. It's her eccentric.
This costume's like supposedly like not supposed to be like sexualized because like obviously in fucking Suicide Squad her fucking shit was super fucking sexualized. This one is more just like, yeah, I just got done with a breakup. I don't give a shit how I look. I can dress however fun I want.
Yeah, but that's just like, I mean, like I'm not saying like, oh, I need to see ass like a movie, but it's like that was like 25% of her fucking character. So like,
okay, but you gotta understand is a lot of the characterization that happened in Suicide Squad. One is probably just most people don't want to was made up for the movie. A lot of it was, but also that's not necessarily her character. Her character is this. What we're seeing right now is closer to her character than Suicide Squad was. Suicide Squad, like, yeah, I get it. Like, hey, maybe you want the Joker, but honestly, you could tell a Harley Quinn story without the Joker easily, more so than you could do with any other kind of a villain duo. A lot of stuff that's happening in Suicide Squad is not necessarily her character or not core to her character, which can be altered, especially the way she dresses. She does try to do a very extra. That's why her character in Batman animated series is in a jester outfit, because she's nuts. The hammer is probably the only thing that's really been taken to all these movies, but even in the fucking Suicide Squad movie, it was a baseball bat. Her having that big comic hammer, is that because she's an eccentric person? This is closer to what you say she's just like she's in Disco Godfather. Yeah, that's probably on fucking purpose.
Yeah. But anyways, whether or not we enjoyed it or whatever the fuck the case may be, this movie's coming out next year, 2020, February. We will see you then. We'll talk shit about this movie once again. And by the way, when the trailers come out leading up to that, we're gonna talk shit the entire time because I do not.
Well, you will. I'm actually curious to see if this movie's gonna be good.
You know what else I'm curious about though, man?
What?
Your sexuality.
Fuck you. I'm curious about where you're going to be on this oneofus.net site, man. Where are you doing? Tell people where to find you.
Yes, if you go to oneofus.net and go to Screener Squad. Just scroll down. There's been a bunch of stuff we ended up releasing the last couple of days. We did a Between Two Ferns movie. We did what was it? We did Eye on the
The Tracker. Is this with Dolph Lundgren, right? Yeah.
I didn't. I was not working on that. And also, I'm pretty sure you've shown the same page 100 times, and I'm pretty sure it's been updated. So I don't know what old ass fucking screen you're using.
No, because I'm literally I'm refreshing right now. I just refreshed, and seriously, nothing. Yeah.
Well, okay. If you're ever wanting for the most recent stuff, just follow B on Facebook or follow one of us on Facebook. Stuff gets posted there probably with a bit more frequency. But yeah, we just did Eye on the Prize. We did Undone. We did what what was it? We did
What's that thing
between.
at the top supposed to be? Like what is that? Is that Sasquatch?
I don't fucking know.
What is that?
No, that's the shitty person who's doing the site. I'm sorry.
What is that? Is that a monster?
It's cute. I like
that Bigfoot?
I don't know, but anyway, like I was trying to get at, we've done a bunch of reviews for a bunch of stuff that's been on either Netflix or Amazon. A bunch of screeners are coming up the pipeline. Hopefully, we're trying to get some stuff ready for this week. So be sure to check that out. It's oneofus.net and go to Screener Squad.
Ganja Guru, tell them about the Metropolis very quickly, sir.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you guys about it real quickly. We got Illuminati Podcast, ARPG Gaming. We got a video now on the YouTube videos that got over 10,000 views. Go check that shit out. Make sure to go check it out. We plan a bunch of shit. We got a lot of shit. Good shit. Go check it out.
Oh,
also,
yes. And then
I'm going to see Joker tomorrow. I can't wait. It's either going to be great or it's going to be inside the movie or it's going to be a carbon copy of Taxi Driver. Either way, I will give you my opinion, baby.
Jet, what would they find if they go to your fucking social media thing and send you a message?
Why do you
really
keep bumping her?
Really nothing, because you won't even see me talking about any DC movies, because guess what? I'm not seeing any. So anyway.
Why do you always bump her Facebook and not ours?
I don't know. Anyways, Cord's calling me. We're getting the fuck out of here. So with that said, people, thank y'all very much. Peace out. Ganja on that 3 and on that 2.
1. Attack!
He has a stroke as he tries to finish it.
Alan, why are you so dumb?
Coming from how you were doing on the show, I don't think you should be calling me dumb.
Roll your cousin up in a